I wish I had some sort of fancy countdown, but I'm just gonna start talking, and you'll know that we're live.
I think Deanna's gonna do a reveal, so she's gonna cover up the camera.
Deanna looks amazing.
I like
That's
it.
great.
We love reveals.
Great. Oh, that's great.
Oh, almost there. I see it twirling.
I'm gonna cover up the camera.
Everybody should cover the camera, and then we all just at the same
Hello,
time.
and welcome to Scripts Gone Wild. We're back after a week-long sabbatical to rest our livers, which was long overdue. I am your host, Billy Ray Bruton, and with me tonight as our special co-host is Mr. Chris Devlin. Chris?
Hey, everyone. Happy to be here.
Chris, I have a question for you.
Yes.
When did you first see The Burbs, and did you know when you first saw it that it was going to be your favorite movie of all time?
The Burbs was a perennial HBO favorite, I think, in the early 90s. And I remember my mom got extra thrilled when it came on. And she had shown me a lot of classics like Little Shop. So we were kind of on the same page in that regard. And she thought the eating of dog food was the funniest thing that she'd ever seen in that opening sequence. So I don't know if that answered. I would say like 1997.
Now, are you sure that she didn't have a massive crush on Rick Dukeman, and that's why she wanted to watch the movie so much?
Considering the resemblance to my own father, it's certainly in the cards.
Oh, well, that's good to know. So yeah, if you haven't figured it out yet, we are doing the Joe Dante classic, The Burbs. And we're super excited about this. It's one of our favorites. And before we get into our charity stuff and all that jazz, I'm going to introduce our amazing cast for the evening. We've got Mr. Jonah Ray.
Hello. I'll
Clarke
be playing.
Wolfe.
Okay.
Oh, no. Go ahead, Jonah. Say what
You're
you're
done.
going to say.
No, Jonah, it's my turn. It's me now. It's me now.
No, I just needed to say I'll be playing Ray. That's all I had. That's why I was almost glad that it moved on.
Let's see if Clarke can follow that up. Clarke Wolfe.
Hey, it's me. Don't worry. I've been practicing my Carrie Fisher sass since I was born.
Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
R.I.P. girl. R.I.P.
We have Quinton Flynn.
I'm playing Ramsfield, you prick.
We have Ryan Lambert.
Cheers, everybody. I'm obviously playing Ricky.
That's right. We have Randolph Thompson.
Hey, how you doing?
Izzy Lee. Oh, no, go ahead.
Ruben. I'm playing Ruben and Walter. Uncle Ruben and Walter.
Izzy Lee.
Vic Gale and Officer Ron Howard's dad.
Aaron LaPlante.
Hi, everybody. I'm Aaron, and I'm playing Art.
Chad Addison.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Chad Addison. I'm playing Radical Dude and Officer Maya Rudolph's dad.
Deanna Rooney.
Yes.
Hey, who's she playing? Who's she playing?
Imagine. Who are you playing?
Fine Christian name.
I am playing Hans and Art's wife.
I can't wait for you to read Art's wife in your honor.
It's going to be a quick change.
I got this. I'm a pro.
We've got Ava Ceja.
Ceja.
Do I always get it wrong?
Yes.
God damn it. I'm going to drink on that. I'm finishing my drink.
It's a really weird name. Thank God I'm a woman and I can get rid of it.
You're talking to Billy Ray. Weird name. I'm going to try that again. Pretend I didn't just do that. Ava Ceja.
God, you fucked it up again. It's fine. It's
What
fine.
is it?
Drink.
Ceja.
Ceja.
It's a big joke. It's a big joke.
I always repeat it in my head like I'm going to remember it, and I never do. Ceja. Okay.
If I get married, then my last name will be Ryder, so that'll be much easier.
It will be. Just go ahead and make that happen.
Yeah, I'll just start going by that now.
Shane Simmons.
Hey, I'm playing Little Dave and Steve Koontz.
Okay, I know I'm going to give this. This is another last name. I'm just going to fucking massacre. Paul. It's not Guyet.
Ceja. You piece of shit.
Is it Guyet?
Just Guyet, Paul Guyet.
God.
Yeah.
I'm really failing tonight. More drinking.
Seriously. Yeah. Good.
And finally, Chris Devlin, who you've already met. Tonight we are raising money a little differently. Normally we raise money for awesome charities like Black Lives Matter and we Save the Children and things like that. But tonight we are being incredibly selfish and we are raising money for ourselves, which is the first time we've ever done that. We launched a GoFundMe campaign at the beginning of September. We're raising funds to get our 501c3 status so we can be a federally recognized nonprofit, which will allow us to get more sponsors and raise even more money for awesome charities. It's something we've been wanting to do for a long time. So we finally were like, let's go ahead and do it. So all donations tonight go to that fund. And we're doing something really cool with it. For the next 48 hours, whoever makes the largest single donation gets to choose one of our reads for the month of November. Meaning that if you donate, let's say you donate $100 and that's the most anybody donates in 48 hours, you get to choose a movie that we read in November, as long as it's one we've not done before. So make your donations. You can do that by going to our website at scriptsgonewild.com and clicking on the donate tab. We'll also be posting the link in the chat throughout the night. And hopefully you will make some donations and you will maybe make a donation that will allow you to choose a script. And
Billy Ray, what's the highest donation so far? Like, what's the audience working with if they really want to pick a script?
I don't think we've had any higher than 100 so far.
Okay.
So I think that's
Nothing to scoff at, Billy. That's great.
Yeah, so I think that's okay. And but then again, like if you only got $5 to donate, we'll take your $5.
But if someone has $105 burning a hole in their pocket and they want to see people like us read Dancer in the Dark.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Very
Price is right that shit.
that one.
Price is right it. I want somebody to pick the worst possible script for us to read. Like I want someone to pick like Showa.
Oh.
Like just be creative, people.
What about Mel Gibson's The Apocalypto?
Oh my God, yes, please. I would love to find a way to make that work. I would love to find a way to make that
Would
work.
like Birth of a Nation be on the plane?
I mean, nothing is off limits until it's off limits. So now I'm going to go into the rules really quickly for those of you at home who don't know what the F we do. Scripts Gone Wild is a drinking game. Anytime any of our readers mess up, flub a line, miss a cue, do anything that we can drunkenly construe as a mistake, they have to take a drink. We have our social media audience choose a social word, and anytime that word is read aloud by the readers, not me, then everyone drinks. And that word for tonight is neighbor/neighborhood. So anytime the word neighbor shows up in any context spoken by the readers, everybody takes a drink. It shows up a few times. And we also have a finish your drink line, which is chosen by our Patreon supporters. And anytime when we get to that line and that line is spoken, everybody finishes whatever drink is in their hand, whether it is a fresh pour or just a couple of sips. And that line tonight is, I want to kill everyone. Satan is good. Satan is our pal. Them's be the rules. You guys have any questions about the rules?
What about typos? In the script, there are a few typos.
There's a lot of them.
Do we read verbatim or do we read what it should be?
If you fix the typo, that would be optimum. But if you fuck up the typo because of the typo, Aaron has to drink.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's great.
And yes,
Perfect.
for those who don't know, tonight's script was transcribed by our own Mr. Aaron LaPlante.
Yeah.
Who
There's a
seems to be
shitload of typos.
He seems to be a big fan of the Burbs. Is this correct, Aaron?
I'm a huge fan of the Burbs, one of my favorite movies of all time. And I think, I'm sorry if anybody was hoping to read like the original script to kind of see how it was different, but I couldn't bear reading any of the lines that were, if they were any different than what I remembered, I just couldn't bear it. So I remember I called up Billy Ray and I was like, look, I don't mean to step on anybody's toes. Can I please transcribe this? And he's like, shit, you can, whatever you want, man. You can do that if you want. So
I read some of that original script. There's some pretty problematic things here and there.
Well, hopefully it wouldn't be like when we read Fast and Furious, where it's like kind of racist.
Kind of. It was more than kind of racist.
What's nice about it?
The movie should have just been called The Fast and the Racist. Racist, racers.
Yeah.
There's kind of I can't get words out tonight. I can't even pronounce names. God, I'm failing so hard.
You're gonna
But
get so drunk.
Not yet. That's the thing. I need to get there. My speech will get better the drunker I get. That's usually how it goes. Okay, guys. Well, let's dive in and see what the fuck happens. I'm gonna read the title page as Aaron has written it. The Burbs, written by Dana Olsen, improvised further by the actors, and transcribed for Scripts Gone Wild by the incredibly attractive and charismatic Aaron M. LaPlante.
I didn't read that last part. I didn't write that last part. That was.
Oh, okay.
That was. I don't know. It was already there. So
I made it up. Here we go. Fade in, opening. The Universal logo spins in that familiar and frankly comforting 1980s kind of way. A spooky Jerry Goldsmith score begins as our POV zooms in on the spinning globe and lands somewhere in the Midwestern United States. Exterior, Mayfield Place. 7 houses make up this quaint little cul-de-sac that could exist anywhere in the suburbs of America. At first glance, it's a friendly enough place, but at this point in the credits, Jerry has added a pipe organ to the score, so that bumps the spooky factor up to at least 70%. It's a seemingly peaceful neighborhood. All of the houses belong except for one, a large old Tudor-style home with a neo-Gothic design. The home as well as the yard are in complete disrepair with overgrown bushes, dead grass, peeling paint, and broken windows. It looks as though a haunted house from an episode of Scooby-Doo showed up in an episode of Leave It to Beaver. Suddenly, the nocturnal peace is shattered by a thundering noise. Someone give me a thundering noise. It sounded like Al Pacino. The sound churns up the bowels of the house and is vaguely machine-like in nature. It's incredibly loud and accompanied by flashes of light through the latticework that covers the basement windows. The upstairs light in the house next door comes on. A woman's voice is heard.
Ray, where are you going? Come back to bed.
The front door opens and a man in a bathrobe exits. This is Ray Peterson, a man just as ordinary as the neighborhood itself. He walks to the edge of his front yard and stares at the spooky house and the source of the noise. He looks out over the cul-de-sac to see if any of his neighbors have noticed the disturbance. Across the street, he sees the dark silhouette of a person standing in an upstairs window and lighting a cigar. The sound continues as Ray decides to take a step into the spooky yard of the spooky house. Suddenly, the wind picks up as a bunch of dead leaves jump into the air, enveloping Ray. He steps back into his yard and suddenly the wind stops. It hasn't been 5 minutes and shit is already spooky. Mayfield Place, morning. The sun is shining and the music is much happier as a paper boy rides through the neighborhood. Ray steps out of his house to receive his paper and the boy chucks it right at his chest. He drops the paper and makes a quick attempt to throw his coffee at the boy. The paper boy rides past another home with a beautiful lawn. An elderly man is standing in the driveway holding a cute little dog. This is Walter Selznick. A paper, God damn it. A paper goes whizzing past his face.
Watch it, you miserable little.
He sets the dog down and it runs over into another yard. Ray watches as the dog takes a massive shit in the neighbor's yard.
Queenie!
The dog notices and runs to Walter.
Morning, Walter!
Walter ignores Ray.
Good girl. Their lawn needed fertilizer anyway.
Across the street, a radical teenager carries some house painting supplies onto the porch of another house. This is Ricky Butler. He sets the paint buckets down and turns on a stereo that blasts the Circus of Power song, Machine. Perfectly in sync with the music, a man steps out of the front door of the house next to Ricky. He wears combat boots, shorts, a military vest, and a bullet necklace. This is Mark Rumsfeld. He ceremoniously puts on some aviator sunglasses and surveys the neighborhood like a general on the battlefield. He is joined by his gorgeous wife. This is Bonnie Rumsfeld. She yawns and hands him a folded flag. He raises the flag.
Good morning, Lieutenant. Mrs. Rumsfeld.
Bonnie gives Ricky a sultry look.
Hi, Ricky.
Rumsfeld steps back to salute the flag.
Oh, Miss Rumsfeld, be careful, Queenie.
Rumsfeld steps into a huge pile of dog shit.
God damn it.
Uh-oh.
Walter!
Ricky gets a kick out of this.
I love that dude.
Rumsfeld runs towards Walter's house as Ray watches from his kitchen. Ray's wife approaches. This is Carol Peterson.
What are you doing up?
Walter's dog just took a dump on Rumsfeld's lawn again.
Ray is very amused.
Good, honey.
Rumsfeld is standing in front of Walter's house. He is furious. Bonnie tries to hold him back.
I know you're in there, old man.
Honey, the neighbors.
Drink.
Oh, neighbors.
That's a drink.
Drink.
Listen up, mister. That piece of scum barking rat of yours has just taken his last dump on my lawn. I find one more, just one more, I'm going to catch him and staple his ass shut.
When he comes to the window and starts barking.
My God, I'm going to do it right now.
Bonnie pulls him back.
Come on, let's go home.
Oh.
Peterson kitchen. Ray walks in with the paper.
Hey, honey, I think we should move. Oh, God, we got an arms dealer across the street and a crazy person down, and all they ever do is fight.
His son sits at the table watching loud cartoons. This is Dave Peterson. Ray switches off the TV and takes the sugar bowl away from his son.
Isn't it sweet enough? Now these new next door neighbors, what's their name?
Neighbors.
Neighbors.
Yeah.
What's their name again? Klopecks?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a Slavic name?
I don't know.
Yeah, they've been here for a month. You think they'd do something about their yard?
Carol's preparing a big breakfast.
Are you going to eat any of this?
Oh, now. That's a drink.
That's a
Sorry.
drink.
Sorry.
I skipped the first one just to let you know.
Shit.
Oh, no, I got that thing in my stomach again. I wonder what was going on over last night.
I knew this was going to happen.
What?
Nothing.
No, what, Carol? What did you know was going to happen?
It started already. Look at you. You're going to sit around the house all week doing nothing, get bored out of your mind, and then go back to work in worse shape than you are now.
No, I'm not.
Oh, please. Let's just pack up the car and go to the lake. Just get away from here and rest. You should see yourself. You were up at the crack of dawn watching a dog poop.
You call going up to the lake resting? It is 4 hours of driving on the tollway and holiday traffic to sit in some dank, wet cabin and wait for the neighbor with the enormous head to get drunk and fall down the stairs.
That's a drink.
That's a drink.
He's a hydrocephalic, and I don't think that you should make fun of him.
It's just, honey, that's not my idea of restful, all right? This is restful, hanging around the house, just being lazy. And that's what I want to do. I just want to hang around and be lazy, listen to the ball game, drink a couple 100 beers, maybe smoke an occasional cigar outside. I'll fix the barbecue in the backyard. If you want me to, I'll do that. All right. This is this is what I need, Carol. I need this. And you'll see at the end of the week, I'll be a brand new human being.
It's your vacation.
Ray's backyard. Ray's dog Vince notices a portly man standing in the bushes with a gun. This is Art Weingartner. He camouflages himself with a tree branch. He steps out of the bush and stalks towards a crow sitting on the fence. Vince barks. Shh. Vince barks again.
Quiet.
Art shoots at the crow and misses. Then he begins shooting wildly. Ray watches out the window.
Art's got a gun.
Ray runs outside to stop Art. A stray bullet hits the light above his back door and it shatters.
God, jeez.
Ray is startled by almost being shot.
Hey, hi, Ray. Wow, what do you guys eat in there?
Ray's kitchen. Art is sitting at the table like a king as Carol serves him all the food that Ray wouldn't eat.
Oh, you know how Suzette is about her bird feeder. I mean, these crows start showing up out of nowhere. She's all over my back to get rid of them. Oh, the crows are too big for the bird feeder, she says.
I don't remember seeing crows around here before.
Oh, big bastards, too. That's why I got the gun. I'm going to pop a few of them.
So why didn't you go with Suzette to her mother's house?
Hey, I'm eating here, okay? Can you imagine me and the two of them alone for a week? I'd rather chew broken glass. No. It's going to be a big week for the bachelor kid. Uh-huh.
Carol has a bowl in her hand. Art dunks his fingers in, pulls out whatever was in the bowl and eats it. Carol then sets the bowl on the ground for the dog. Art realizes he's eaten dog food, makes a face, takes a sip of coffee, and then just keeps talking.
How come you're not at work, Ray?
Well, I took the week off.
Oh, the week off. Well, that's great. What are you guys going up the lake or something?
No, the backyard.
Backyard.
Just want to hang around the house and relax.
Oh, relax. Oh, that's good luck with those maniacs you got living next door.
Have you met the Klopecks yet, Art?
Art notices the syrup is empty, so he gets up to get more.
No, I haven't. Nobody on the block has.
Art opens the fridge and starts looking for more food.
But I did talk to the real estate broad that sold them the place, apparently.
He puts the empty syrup container back in the fridge.
Apparently, their last toast it only burnt to the ground.
Really?
Yep. A hideous, raging inferno.
Neighbors from hell.
Drink.
Maybe.
Art carries a full syrup, some leftover barbecue ribs, and a whole pineapple out of the fridge as he saunters back to the table.
Whatever it is, I'm sure glad I'm not the one who lives right next door to him. I mean, come on. These Klopecks are strange. Been watching that house ever since they moved in. Nobody goes in, no one comes out, no visitors, no deliveries. What do you think they're eating over there, Ray?
Well, maybe these people just want to keep to themselves, Art. You know, maybe the Naps live. Remember when the Naps lived next door? You know, how many conversations did you have with the Naps? I had 2.
Oh, come on.
You know, they didn't even say goodbye when they moved.
Oh, please, don't even compare the two. I mean, at least the Naps were conversational. The Naps were semi-normal. They worked in their yard. They mowed their lawn. They had a lawn to mow. These Klopecks, we don't even know how many of them there are.
But Dave pipes up from the other room.
There are 3 of them. They only come out at night. Ricky Butler says that they're nocturnal feeders.
Oh, well, Ricky Butler says.
Last week when I was up on the roof with my telescope, I saw them in the backyard.
What were they doing, honey?
Digging.
Kind of like grave diggers?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. All right. That's enough of this conversation. I want you to stop spying on the Klopecks with Ricky Butler.
He ushers Dave out of the room and then looks back at Art.
And I'd like you to stop filling his head with
shit.
Theories.
That's
an air drink.
Sorry.
That's an air drink.
And I'd like you to stop filling his head with such half-cocked theories.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go change into my vacation togs.
Are you done with your eggs?
Art grins at Carol. Exterior, Mayfield Place. Rumsfeld and Bonnie are working in the yard.
Honey, what I'm gonna do is mix the zinnias in with the rest of the flowers. The man in the nursery said that when you don't do this, they're
Boy,
gonna
that really
die.
burns my ass.
What?
That old fart.
He notices professional landscapers working on Walter's yard.
He's got the best lawn on the block. And you know why? Because he trains his dog to crap in my yard.
Just then we see Ricky standing on the other side of the fence staring at Bonnie. The outfit is quite revealing.
Hey, Miss Rumsfeld.
She smiles.
No tan lines this morning?
Ricky plunges his brush in and out of the paint bucket.
Looks nice.
She's flattered.
That kid next door is a meatball.
He notices Ray and Art in Ray's garage across the street.
Peterson. He came out in his robe last night when the foreigners were making all that racket. He didn't do one thing.
Peterson garage. Ray stretches and looks around the neighborhood.
So what are you going to do first?
I don't know. Hey, did I show you my new tools?
No.
Oh, these are great. Carol's father gave them to me for Christmas.
Oh, wow. Those are beauties. You're going to build some with those?
I think so. Probably. And it's... Hey, what time does the game come on?
I think it's at about 1. Hey, you want to go down to the deli and get one of those beef sandwiches?
No. I'm thinking about going and getting one of those electric garage door openers, installing them.
Suddenly, a creaking door is heard, and Art notices someone coming out of the Klopeck house next door. It's a gangly, vitamin-deficient young man with a weird pube beard and dark circles under his eyes. He nervously scratches his chin and scans the neighborhood, kind of like what he's doing now.
Hey, Ray, come here. Ray, come here.
Neighborhood.
What is it?
My neighbor.
Drink. Rumsfeld notices too.
Hey, one of the Huns came out of the cave.
Scary Jerry Goldsmith music kicks in as virtually the entire neighborhood stare at this mystery person.
Why don't you go say hi?
I mean, yeah, I guess I could.
You know, this would be the perfect time because, you know, you'll go up and talk to him. You see what he's like. Go.
I mean, you could go say hi to him too, you know.
Yeah, but he's your neighbor.
Well, no, he's your neighbor as well.
Drink.
Double drink.
No, but see, I'm over. You share a property line with him. He's like,
no, we're all in the same block, though. You know, so I mean, you could go.
Yeah, right.
Too,
well, we're
so.
all in the same town too. But if you're right next to him, if he's ever going to borrow anything, he's going to come over to your place.
Oh well, he's busy now. So.
Oh, he's not busy. Look, go now because he's going to go now because of. Look, I mean, he's going to go back in. If you were going to say hi, you should probably look. See, he's going into the house. You're going to lose him because he's going back in.
The creepy man goes back in the house.
Wow, there. Now you've blown it, haven't you?
No, I didn't blow it.
Chicken.
He went into his house.
Chicken.
I'm not a chicken because he went in his house.
Oh, he went into his house. You know, you look like a chicken in front of your son and everything. Your son.
Ray's had enough. He starts for the house, grabbing Art and dragging him along.
Come on, come on.
Hey.
Oh, if it's all suddenly such a big deal, then let's go say hello.
Hey, it's a joke.
If you're going to start saying I'm a chicken, let's go say hello.
Why so edgy? Try decaf.
Come on.
Rumsfeld looks on, amused.
Well, they're daring each other to ring the doorbell.
You shouldn't stare like this.
Wait, don't we both go inside and say hello? Are you chicken?
Ricky is stoked.
Go for it, Mr. Peterson. Yes.
Oh, now everybody's watching us.
Good going, man.
Okay, yeah. I'll go with you. Yeah, sure, right. Okay, no problem. Let's go.
Jerry comes in with some electric guitars this time and manages to be scary and triumphant.
This is Ennio Morricone. I totally got that wrong.
Wait.
Finally.
Yeah, this is that part. Okay, so let me rephrase. I'm gonna drink for fucking that up.
It's some licensed Ennio Morricone music from what movie I don't know, but
The late great
to his friends.
The late great Ennio Morricone comes in with some electric guitars this time and manages to be scary and triumphant at the same time. Ray and Art slowly approach the house. The wind picks up and there is a dramatic close-up on everyone in the neighborhood as they watch it play out. There's even a close-up on Queenie, the dog.
Did you notice there's bars on the basement windows here?
Art takes a step onto the porch and his foot immediately crashes through the old rotted wood.
Ah!
Oh, yeah, they got holes in their porch, too.
That was a booby trap.
You okay?
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay for that.
We shouldn't pay for that. We should sue them.
Okay, well, let's say hello.
Ray gently uses the rusty door knocker. The sound vibration causes one of the house numbers to flip upside down, turning 669 into 666. Now, that's some scary shit. Ray tries the door a little harder this time. The vibration stirs up a bee's nest that was hidden behind the house numbers. The bees angrily swarm out and attack Ray and Art.
Hey!
Ray and Art run from the porch, scream. Bonnie screams. Rumsfeld is ready.
Get the hose. Hang on, man.
Art and Ray run a serpentine pattern through the cul-de-sac, screaming.
Run to me. Run to water.
He tries to run to the guys in the street, but is stopped short and falls on his ass. Ricky Butler is laughing like Eddie Murphy for some reason.
Ray, over here. Run to water. Run to me. Come on.
Ray and Art sprint over to Rumsfeld and heroically hoses them down. The two men scream hysterically. Dave looks on, truly disappointed in his father.
I think they're gone, Mark.
Rumsfeld keeps spraying.
I think they're gone.
Are you men hit?
Ricky jumps the fence and rushes over.
I cannot believe you did that. I cannot believe it. That was great. You know, the same thing happened to me last week. I was over there and it wasn't bees, though. It was a foaming squirrel.
In Southeast Asia, we call this type of thing bad karma.
Art opens his mouth and spits out a live bee. The POV shifts to the view from the second floor window of the Klopeck house. Everyone is on Rumsfeld's lawn and staring up at the window. A hand holding lace curtain wipes the frame. Someone in the house saw everything. Mayfield Place, night. The street lights glow in front of the Peterson home. From outside, we can hear Ray and Carol talking.
Honey, bee stings don't heal if you keep playing with them.
Yeah, listen, if we had gone up to the lake, I'd have twice as many of these by now, so it's not like anything you said this morning is coming true,
Where are you going?
I can't take a walk to the other room without you asking me where I'm going. I'm going to Paris, France, okay? I'm going to NAF, Canada, all right? That's where I'm going.
Are you taking the dog?
Yeah, I'm taking the dog for a walk.
He walks around the front of his house and sees the Klopeck house in the dark. He decides to walk the other way.
No, wait. Hey, Vince, let's go over here, huh? Let's not go over there tonight.
He walks Vince into Art's yard.
There's a nice yard. It's a good yard.
Strange voices heard.
Hey, you with the dog!
Ray looks over to notice Ricky and Art sitting on Art's porch drinking beer.
Hey, keep that mud off my lawn, will ya?
Ray takes Vince's leash off.
All right, have a field day, okay?
Art whispers to Ricky as Ray walks over.
His wife comes over here to smoke. He comes over here to smoke cigars. His wife won't let him. He doesn't know that. And I know that. Hi, Ray. How you doing, bud?
Hi there, Mr. Peterson.
Good to see you.
You wouldn't need a lighter by any chance, would you?
Thanks.
Ray takes out a cigar.
It is a lovely night, isn't it?
Yeah. Green sky tonight. Green sky at morning. Neighbor, take warning.
Drink.
Green sky at night.
Neighbor, take flight.
Drink.
Hey, did you ever see that movie, The Sentinel, Mr. Peterson? It's about this old guy who owns an apartment that's kind of like the gateway to hell.
No, Ricky, I didn't see that.
Well, I was doing some thinking, and being that their last house burned down and all, it's like maybe somebody left the gate open.
That same rumbling sound from before echoes out of the Klopeck's basement from across the street.
It's them. They're moving around again. It was a night just like this that it happened.
What happened, Mr. Weingartner?
Oh, it was a long time ago, Ricky. Hinkley Hills was a lot smaller then. Save for two. Never had to lock your doors. Everybody knew everybody. I must have been in maybe, 9, 10 years old. You know where the big mall is? Well, there used to be a big soda fountain on the corner there. There used to be a big drugstore down the corner there.
What's a drink?
It had a soda fountain in it. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who ran it was a rotund guy. He had glasses. His name was Skip. Lived over on Elm, had a wife, couple kids. Not too sharp. I mean, hey, he's 40 years old wearing a paper hat and making cherry cokes. It's a cinch he's not running for governor, right? Anyway, so it got hot that summer. I mean, it was real hot. It was sweltering. You know that heat where your underwear sweats and it crawls up the... Anyway, it's hot, okay? And they start smelling this real vile stench over on Elm, and they figure it's coming from Skip's place. And nobody wants to say anything like, what do you do? Go knock on the guy's door. Hi, your house stinks. So they're trying to pretend it isn't happening. So they're trying to, those pine things? They're trying to cover up those pine things. People hang them in their cars. People are hanging those on their porches. Oh, you think that's funny, Ricky?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. Let me tell you what happened next, okay? The state health inspector shows up. They go over. They talk to Skip. He says he has a sump pump problem. They leave. Hey, the guy's got a little sewer problem. He says to look after it. Everything's okay, right?
Right.
Wrong. Okay. A couple hours later, there's smoke pouring out of the windows of Skip's house. The firemen show up. They go into Skip's house. You know what they find?
What?
Skip's family dead, murdered by Skip weeks earlier with an ice pick. Yeah. The guy killed his whole family with an... Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Just covering him up with this... Put him in... Fuck me. Just put him in the cool basement, covered him up with a sheet, went back to making ice cream treats for the townsfolk. Only thing is, Skip didn't count on there being a big heat wave that summer. You know what that was that all those people were smelling over on Elm, Ricky?
What?
Skip's family's bodies decomposing in the summer heat. Yeah, apparently Skip just made one too many 11 phosphates. El Snapo.
I remember that. I remember hearing about that when I was a kid. They tore down the soda fountain that fall.
Yeah, these towns are full of those kinds of stories. Sometimes they're happening right under your nose.
Speaking of noses, ever since this family has moved to this block, I've been noticing a weird kind of odor. Kind of like death. Ah!
Ricky jumps at Ray and scares the fucking shit out of him. Art and Ricky laugh their asses off.
Oh, jump a little spire, hot web. Ho, slam dunk.
Sorry, Mr. Peterson, it was a mistake.
Don't apologize.
I didn't mean to, it was a mistake.
I'm going home.
Oh, come on. Don't be a weenie.
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Hey, I'm going to go do something productive. I'm going to go watch television.
Peterson living room. Ray and Carol sit on the couch watching TV. Jeopardy is playing.
It's the next federal holiday after Washington's birthday.
Ray shouts at the TV with a mouthful of freaky cereal.
When's Lincoln's birthday?
He gets it wrong.
Come on, they combined Lincoln's birthday and Washington's birthday.
Nah, I always flip-flop them.
It's one weekend now.
Remain calm and float with arms stretched out at right angles from the body.
That's what you used to say to me in college, honey, right before.
Yeah.
Ricky's house. Ricky has his girlfriend over. This is Gail. They are setting up chairs on the front porch.
But what about your parents?
Oh, they're not going to be home till Thursday. Gail, I swear to God, this is better than anything on television.
Well, why can't we go to a movie?
Movie? That's not real. It's the same on television. Trust me, this is real. This is my neighborhood.
Drink. Art sets out onto his porch.
Here he comes, right on schedule. God, I love this street.
Art sneaks over to the window of Ray's house.
Hey!
Art is seen peering in the window behind Ray and Carol, who are both enraptured in their game show.
What?
Who is Mussolini?
How sweet it. So, no. How sweet it is.
Art knocks on the window. Ray turns around and Art hides. Then he immediately pops back up.
Art, we're watching the show.
What does he want?
I don't know, but I'll be back in time for Final Jeopardy.
Mayfield Place. Outside, Ray comes out of his house to meet Art, and they both walk across the street. Ricky narrates the whole thing.
Okay, show's about to start. Check it out. See the guy with curly hair? That's Mr. Peterson. He's like the skeptic. He's basically grounded in reality, and he doesn't want to believe his neighbors are about to do something strange, you know, because if I'm fucking up. I have to drink twice.
You sure do.
You know, because if they were, he'd have to deal with it, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay, see the fat guy? That's Mr. Weingarter. He thinks Klopecks are really evil, and they're like building a dungeon in their basement. So he and Mr. Rumsfeld decide to do a little snooping around tonight. This should be good.
Rumsfeld emerges from his house holding some kind of telescope with a giant red lens. He looks through the scope. Art grabs it from him and looks.
What is this?
It's an infrared scope. Snipers use it for night vision.
Oh, what are you going to do with it?
I'm going to crawl over there and get a look at those barred up basement windows.
Ray pulls him back.
Come here, you guys. I've been thinking about it. I don't think we should go through with this.
Oh, what are you, a fraidy cat?
No. I just think things have gone off the deep end a little bit. I mean, infrared night vision scopes. What are you going to do next? Tap their phone lines?
Well, that can be arranged.
Oh, then all we have to do is burn a cross on their front lawn.
The rumbling sound starts up again.
Shh. Did you hear that?
I thought it was just me.
It's like a high-frequency hum.
What is it?
It's getting louder.
Transformer or something?
The goddamn power company.
But I can't. Where's it coming from?
I know where it's coming from.
The humming turns to a loud, high-pitched grinding. The guys cover their ears. As it gets louder and louder, a strange fluorescent light shines through the Klopeck's basement windows. Lightning strikes a rod on the roof of the house. Ricky and Gail take cover. The sound winds down as the guys regain their composure.
Wow.
What the hell was that?
Brownout.
Smells like they're cooking a goddamn cat over there.
That's it. I'm going to go find out what exactly.
Get down! Get down!
Art and Rumsfeld pull Ray behind some garbage cans. Suddenly, the Klopeck's garbage garage... God damn it. Suddenly, their garage opens up and a dusty old Pontiac slowly drives down to the curb.
No headlights.
The car stops and the gangly neck pube guy from before gets out and opens the trunk. He lifts out a giant overstuffed garbage bag and walks it over to one of the cans. He opens the lid and lays the bag on top of the open can. Then he goes back to the trunk and grabs a garden hoe. He begins using the hoe to violently smash the bag further into the can. Thunder claps in the distance. Once he's satisfied, he simply stops, gets back in the car, and slowly backs it into the garage. Everyone watching is understandably dumbfounded.
I can see the news report now. They were a quiet family, kept pretty much to themselves. No one would have ever expected them of foul play.
I've never seen that. I've never seen anybody drive their garbage down to the street and then back up and then and then bang the hell out of it with a stick. I've never seen that.
It starts raining.
I say we go over and get a look in those garbage cans.
Yeah.
Well, call me overly cautious, but don't you think that's going to be a bit suspicious? The three of us use going through their garbage at 11 o'clock at night in the middle of a rainstorm?
Affirmative. That garbage is going nowhere. I say we wait till first light. Scope me. I'm out of here.
Back at Ricky's porch.
Rain delay. Bummer.
Ray and Art run over to the porch.
Ray, what was that you were saying the other day about half-cocked theories, I think was the term you used?
Ray goes to leave.
Ray, sleep tight.
As Ray enters his house, a light goes on in the upstairs window of the Klopecks, revealing an ominous silhouette. Mayfield Place later. It's still raining hard. Ray stands in the upstairs window and looks out. He can't sleep. Suddenly, he notices three figures in the Klopecks' backyard. They are wearing hooded cloaks and are frantically digging in the dirt. The next morning, two garbage men are loading a truck. It's Dick Miller and Robert Picardo. Dick's character is named Vic, and Robert's character is named Joe.
No
I
way.
didn't know
Wednesday
what
night.
their names were. I didn't know what their names were at that part, so I just kind of was like, I was going to change that. I didn't change it. Let's go!
All right. No way. No way. Wednesday night. I'm in a league. Who's Joe?
Someone's Joe.
Who is it? Anybody?
Billy, do it.
Chris, do it.
This seminar could change your life, Vic. The man is a great healer.
And I'm a great bowler. And Wednesday night, we're talking on Rossellini plumbing.
You really should expose yourself to this guy, Vic. He understands paraphysical forces, the healing capabilities of crystals, and the laying on of hands.
Vic gestures to the garbage cans.
You want to try laying on some hands?
Art busts out of his front door in his boxers and a bathrobe.
Wait, hold it! Garbage man! Hold it a minute! Wait a sec! Wait! Hold! What are you doing?
I'm emptying garbage.
Into the garbage truck? What are you out of your mind? Give me that!
Art grabs the can from Vic, empties it out on the sidewalk, and searches through it.
Hey, cut that out.
Oh, there's nothing in here. Not a finger, not a nose, nothing.
Rob starts emptying more garbage onto the street.
What are you doing?
You asked me to help.
Peterson kitchen. Carol is holding the phone and Ray grabs it.
Who are you calling?
I'm calling the Delvanys and having them open the cottage.
No, Carol, I don't want to go to the cottage.
Fine, then Dave and I will go and you can stay here and spy.
Oh, all right. Okay.
What? What are you sulking now?
No. Go up to the cottage, Carol. Take Dave and go up to the cottage. Leave me to pat around the house all by myself.
Pat around the... All you do is pal around the neighborhood.
Drink.
With those two chuckleheads.
If that's my vacation, that's my vacation.
You know, I'm very worried about you.
Why?
Look at what you're acting like.
What am I acting like, Carol? Am I acting like a guy who's on vacation? See, I sleep late.
This is not somebody who's on vacation. Get a tan then.
I'll get a tan. How am I supposed to get a tan in my pajamas?
Fix the barbecue. I don't know.
Look. You go up to the cottage and get a tan. Take David with you. I don't care. I'll eat takeout. I'll do the laundry by myself. I'll vacuum the house. It will be spotless when you get back.
Right. Fine.
Dave frantically runs in the kitchen.
Art's throwing garbage all over the street.
Your mom and I are having a conversation. What?
Back outside, Art is now inside the truck searching through the garbage.
Get the fuck out of the truck, man. Are you nuts?
Hey, it's got to be in here somewhere.
Vic, the Supreme Court ruled that a person's garbage is public domain the minute it hits the curb.
Shut up.
Runsfield runs over to the men. He's wearing a camouflage bathrobe. He's wearing a camouflage bathroom. And matching short. There is shaving cream smeared on only one side of his face.
Did you guys pick up a hefty bag out of that yard that was bulky and probably a little bit moist?
What is wrong with these people?
He has the right to know, Vic.
Don't start up with me, you motherfucker. Hey, could you help me here? Get this guy out of this truck here.
Runsfield jumps into the truck.
What is happening?
Ray bursts out of his front door. Carol is chasing after him.
Hey, no, Ray, come back here.
Just one. I'll be. Yeah.
Rumsfeld is hanging out of the truck upside down.
My taxes pay your salary.
I don't want to hear any more of your bullshit either. The question here is garbage. Who picks up this mess?
Who picks up this mess? You're going to pick up this mess because you're a garbage man.
I pick up garbage in cans, not from the street.
Hey, there's nothing in here. They practically trekked the whole truck. They must have switched on us during the night.
The FBI?
No, the Klopecks.
Bonnie comes out of her house to get the newspaper when she notices Queenie in the yard again.
Naughty little puppy. Uncle Lottie gets really upset when you're on his lawn.
She picks the dog up.
Wait a minute, you're just all dirty and you're shaking. I wonder if Walter knows you're outside.
Back at the truck, Ray is telling the guys about what he saw.
In the rain?
And how many of them were there?
Well, 3. There were 3 of them.
And what were they doing?
They were digging.
Digging like grave diggers. I told you they're ghouls.
No. I didn't say that. I didn't say they were I mean, they could have been digging for anything. They could have been digging for night crawlers.
Night crawlers?
Yeah, they're fishermen.
Fishermen? Oh, wait, Ray, wake up and smell the coffee. The kid spotted us last night. When we were sleeping, he got up, he went to the garbage can, he took the body, and then he
buried him in the backyard.
Let's get out of here.
I like this.
I hate cul-de-sacs. There's only one way out, and the people are kind of fucking weird.
Bonnie walks up and bumps into Vic.
Naked ladies.
I'm not naked. Oh. If Walter left a spare key around anywhere, he must have gone away and forgot to feed Queenie.
Walter's house. Everyone stands on the porch of it. Ray knocks.
Walter!
I hope nothing happened to him.
I think we should call the police.
Oh, good plan, Ray.
Wait a minute. I think I see something moving in there.
The front door swings open and Rumsfeld is standing inside.
How did you get in there?
Rumsfeld holds up some painted glass he removed from the window.
A soldier's way saves the day. Entree.
Honey, good. Oh.
They walk into Walter's house.
Walter!
Well, this doesn't look good. There are signs of a struggle here. TV still on. Chairs turned over.
Well, I wouldn't say that's a sign of a struggle.
Oh.
You know, I think I should go upstairs and check this out. I mean, maybe the guy's like upstairs in a bathtub or something. He cracked his hood open, and there's like blood and stuff everywhere.
Okay, yeah, but just don't touch anything up there, all right?
Yes, sir, Mr. Peterson.
Come on, honey, let's go see if we can find some dog food.
I don't like this. I don't like snooping around a neighbor's house.
Art picks up a lighter and lights a cigar.
In a dead guy's house?
Art puts the lighter in his pocket.
You want to take that out of your pocket? You want to not steal from Walter's house, please?
He puts it back.
What's the difference? All this junk's gonna end up in a flea market sooner or later anyway.
He might have just left in a hurry, you know, and forgot about the dog.
In the kitchen, Bonnie is looking for dog food.
Stay right here, and we'll just find your dinner.
Bonnie sees something and freaks out. They come running into the room.
Ah, bullseye!
What?
Yeah, honey, that's not a rat.
That's Walter's toupee.
Oh, geez, beautiful place to keep a toupee on the stove. I'm starving.
Art goes to the fridge.
You know something about these old guys? They don't ever leave the house without their hair. No, sir. Walter left this house in a big hurry.
Art pulls a plate of cookies out of the fridge.
Hey, you guys, look, these cookies look...
Suddenly, Ricky comes bursting through the door next to the fridge. The door hits the plate of cookies and it shatters. Art stands there with a confused look on his face.
That's great. All right, everybody out.
Okay, Ricky, very nice.
I think we've broken enough laws for one day. Let's just get out of here.
Hey, I'm sorry, but we haven't looked in the,
It's not against the law to break cookies.
I can't believe you people talked me into this in the first place. Why don't we just get out of our neighbor's house?
Ray is on the porch with Queenie. He's trying to compose a note to Walter.
Walter, your dog is at my house. Your window is broken because we all thought...
He crumples up the note and writes another.
Walter, I have your dog. Ray.
He slips the note and Walter's toupee through the mail slot. Queenie begins barking at something. Ray looks over and sees a crusty old man looking out of one of the upstairs windows of the Klopeck house. We've never seen this old guy before.
Mr. Klopeck! Mr. Klopeck, hi! Ray Peterson. Listen, I was wondering if...
The old man sees him and immediately shuts the window. Peterson home. Carol is feeding Vince and Queenie.
Hey, this is a doggygram. This just came for you. Might be important. Come here. Okay, we'll save some for your friend. Look right there. Go on.
Dave walks by.
Honey, have you seen your father?
He's in the basement with Art. He's playing canasta or something.
Carol tries to open the basement door, but it is locked.
Honey? Ray?
Ray and Art are huddled around a small card table in the basement. Ray is reading a book entitled The Theory and Practice of Demonology.
Art, you had a dream we were going to win the lottery, so you blew $500 on tickets?
Oh, I can't believe you're still bringing that up.
You had a dream a plane was going to crash, so you took the bus to Las Vegas.
If I'd been on the plane, it would have crashed. And this doesn't matter. This wasn't a dream. This was a vision.
That's all it is.
I'm telling you, these people are Satanists. As I sit here, they are Satanists. Look, the world is full of this kind of stuff. Look, black masses, mutilations. The incubus, the succubus. I'm telling you, Walter was a human sacrifice.
Should have gone up to the lake. I should have listened to Carol.
Listen to your wife. Who listens to their wife? No, you got to listen to me. Look, listen, what we got to do is we got to go. Listen, what the deal is we got to do we got to go down to the religious supply store. We got to get ourselves a couple gallons of holy water.
I'm not going to listen to this.
My cousin Jerry's a priest. He can get us a deal.
Nope.
And then we got to go to the market.
No, I don't want to hear this.
Ray plugs his ears and begins softly chanting.
I'm not going to listen to
We got to get ourselves a couple of those, you know how they string that garlic? A couple of big strings of garlic. We got to get ourselves some fresh lamb's blood. And then we got to...
Ray is still chanting.
Ray, do you want him to kidnap your family, tear their livers out, and make some kind of satanic pate?
I'm not going to listen to this. I'm not going to listen to this. I'm not going to listen to
Ray,
this.
You're chanting. Ray, look, unconscious chanting. You're chanting. I want to kill everyone. Satan is good. Satan is our pal.
That's the finish your drink line, folks. I could have fared worse.
Fuck.
Oh, God. Ray stops.
Ray, you're chanting. Once they get in here, it's over, pal.
Peterson bedroom, night. Carol is looking through the demonology book.
Satanists, huh? Ritual killers. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so let me get this straight. The Klopecks are offering up Walter as some sort of human sacrifice to Beelzebub. Is that it?
It's one of the theories, yeah.
Great. So this is your relaxing week at home. I wouldn't have missed this for the world. A week in Jonestown.
Carol gets up from the bed.
Where are you going?
Ray looks back at the TV. He's watching a movie called Race with the Devil. It features a bunch of hooded people dancing around a fire and performing a human sacrifice. He flips the channel to see a scene from The Exorcist where Reagan pukes in Father Karras's face. He turns the channel again to see a scene from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 where Leatherface is terrorizing Stretch. This is the time we're going to take a quick moment to say that Ryan needs to take a drink because the YouTube audience has demanded it. So Ryan is the sacrificial lamb for the moment.
What did I do?
Hey, that's between
First
you
of all,
and
I've been drinking nonstop. Like, I don't wait for the rules.
Oh, that's cool. I like how you're staying in the Ricky Butler character.
I'm just drinking. Like, you can say neighbor all you want. I don't give a shit. But here you go.
Ricky.
I'm also going to take this moment to remind folks that our charity for the night is the Scripts Gone Wild 501c3 fund, which you can make a donation at by visiting scriptsgonewild.com and clicking on the donate button, or in the chat we have the link being posted continuously as well. And if you want to make a donation and you make the largest donation in the next 48 hours, you get to choose one of the reads that we do in November. So you could conceivably, no, we said you couldn't do reads we've already done. I was going to say you could just say do the Burbs again. But no, we've already done this one, so you can't do that. So donate, support, thank you, back to the action. Interior, Peterson bedroom. The room is dark, the TV has gone to static, and Ray is in bed. He wakes up to see he is alone.
Carol?
He leaves the room and walks down the stairs towards the living room.
Carol?
He pauses on the stairs.
Carol!
Suddenly, a giant chainsaw blade breaks through the wall right in front of him. He jumps off the stairs to get out of the way. To get out of the way, and a thick fog blanketing the floor of his living room.
Ray.
Ray looks up to see a ghostly version of Carol standing at the top of the stairs.
It was so nice of you to invite the new neighbors over for a barbecue, Ray.
Drink. Ray is suddenly pulled onto a giant barbecue. He is surrounded by hooded people and they tie him down, and we hear Art chanting in the background.
I want to kill everyone. Satan is good. Satan is our pal.
Ray looks at the faces all around him. They are all wearing hoods and scary animal masks. All except creepy-
Wait, do we have to finish the drinks?
That's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
That's
Didn't
the
we
one
just
I
do
had.
that?
We only do it once.
Okay.
Thanks.
We only do it guys.
I just opened up a new thing.
We only do it once. I mean, feel free if you'd like.
No,
thank
They're
you.
all wearing scary animal masks except for the creepy garden hoe garbage pube beard guy. He is holding the giant chainsaw. Ray looks over to see Walter. He is standing in a garbage can with an axe buried in his hand and holds Queenie, and she has a little matching axe in her head.
Oh, Ray Peterson, don't let them do to you what they did to me.
Nick the garbage man walks up.
I bet that hurts, huh?
The high-pitched sound of a blender is heard. Art pops up dressed like a soda jerk covered in blood. The sound of a studio audience cheering is heard.
Hey, hey, hey! Who the heck ordered the blood shake? Hey, Ray, it's me, Skip. It's not me. It's not Skip. It's me, Art. I'm just pretending to be Skip. Hey, you didn't happen to see an ice pick around here, did you?
A scary, deep voice comes out of nowhere.
Mind your own business.
Ray looks up to see an old man in a hood holding a knife.
Mind your own business.
Okay!
The old man goes to stab Ray as he screams. Dream sequence over. That was a dream sequence and didn't actually happen, just so you know. Thank you, Aaron. The Peterson bedroom.
You never know. You never know. Go!
Mr. Rogers is singing Won't You Be My Neighbor. How
This
does it
was
sound?
so weird.
That's
when I
crazy.
watched it. This was so weird. I have to tell you.
So crazy.
Anyway.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Ray looks like absolute shit. He lays in bed staring at the TV with a glass of orange juice in his hand and starts to mouth the words to the song.
Always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always.
Drink.
Ray turns off the TV and leaves the room. Yes, drink on that.
Is it weird that he played Mr. Rogers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like looking at the a weird time loop of him. Like it was so weird.
Ray sits outside on his porch finishing his orange juice, and Art and Rumsfeld excitedly run up the driveway.
Hey, Ray, we got a plan. Come on.
Carol walks up behind Ray.
Okay. Sorry, boys. My husband's not feeling well, and he has to stay in his room.
Oh, he was bad.
Oh, come on.
Please, Carol, let him out. Come on.
He can't come out until he resembles the man that I married.
Carol, we don't have that kind of time.
Carol, please let him out.
Come on.
Seriously.
I think that I have given you my answer.
Rumsfeld and Art put their heads down, kick the ground, and walk away like a couple dejected little boys. The Klopeck house. Rumsfeld and Art sneak onto the porch. They're about to ring the doorbell.
Oh, no. The bees came from there.
Right. Okay. Let's try the side door.
Art slips a note under the side door.
Okay, do it.
What? We agreed to do it together.
They both press the doorbell and run. Rumsfeld runs back to his house and Art runs over to Ray's. The door slowly opens and a hand reaches down and grabs the note. Peterson backyard. Ray is laying on a lawn chair asleep. Art runs over and wakes him up.
Ray!
I'm only trying to take a nap. I'm only laying here with my eyes closed trying to get some goddamn sleep.
Quiet. I wouldn't wake you if it wasn't important. I think we flushed them out.
Okay.
The Klopecks, Rumsfeld and I, we flushed them out.
How?
We wrote a note. We slipped it underneath their door. We rang the bell and then we ran.
You did that?
Yeah.
Jeez, Ray, you stupid idiot. I can't believe you.
Ray grabs some beer cans, crushes them, and then throws them on the ground.
Hey. All I did was write, I know what you've done, and that's all. I didn't sign it or anything.
Okay, you stupid white didn't. God!
You gotta goose these people every once in a while. You gotta give them a little shock, give them a little whack, let them know that you're there.
Vince brings Art a giant bone he dug up.
Jeez, good dog, Vince. Good dog. Go get it.
Here's the thing, though, Art. See, they're gonna think that I did it. Yeah, they are.
Why?
Because the old guy saw me write a note and put it underneath Walter's door, so now they're gonna think I did it.
You wrote a note and you put it underneath. I didn't know you did that. Well, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Now they know that we know that they know that we know.
Yes, it does matter, Art. You did it because they're gonna suspect me?
Art grabs the giant bone from Vince.
They're not going to suspect anybody.
Art notices what he's holding.
Do you know what this is?
It's a bone.
It's a femur.
It's a femur bone.
A femur just happens to be a human thigh bone, Ray.
Wait, how do you know that?
Biology 101. I mean, look at the size of this thing. You think this came off a chicken or something? Where the hell did Vince get this?
They both go to the fence.
He dug it up from underneath the fence.
Ray, there's no doubt anymore. This is real. Your neighbors are murdering people. They're chopping them up. They're burying them in the backyard. Ray, this is Walter. Ray.
There's got to be some other explanation for this.
They see a person walking on the other side of the fence. Then a small crumpled up piece of paper sails over into Ray's yard.
It's just some litter. The guy's a litter bug. It could be a candy bar wrapper. It could be a napkin. It could be like a crumpled up credit card receipt. Those things blow around all the time. And no, it's my note.
Ray goes to run back into the house. I'm going to drink on that. Carol opens the screen door and smacks him right in the face.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. Oh.
Ray crushes and throws some more beer cans.
Yeah. Okay, great. Crush a beer can. You feel better now?
Peterson living room. Ray is on the couch icing his face, and everyone is there except Ricky and Dave.
Well, I think it's time that we all stop. Well, I think it's time we all stopped acting like kindergartners. Don't you, Ray? Now, before somebody falls off the roof or sets themselves on fire, I think we should go over there, knock on their door, and invite ourselves in for a nice neighborly chat.
Neighborly?
Get to know these people like we should have done a month ago.
Oh, that's a good idea. And I'll make my...
That's a great idea. While you keep him busy,
You're not invited.
Mayfield Place. Ray, Carol, Rumsfeld, and Bonnie walk across the street to patriotic music. Bonnie is all dressed up, and Rumsfeld carries a tray of brownies with one hand high above his head for some reason, like a waiter.
Can we do this tomorrow, Carol?
Would you relax?
Sorry, my computer. Oh, God damn it.
Pour it on your computer. Pour your drink on your computer.
Computer drink.
Yeah, we'll probably find out more in like 5 minutes or so of a friendly chat than you guys would in a month of snooping around.
They walk onto the porch.
Okay, now, everybody, just act natural.
Carol knocks. A face appears in the window. It's the creepy pube beard guy. We're about to find out his name is Hans. So this is Hans. He speaks with an Eastern European accent.
Who is it? Yoo-hoo! It's Carol Peterson from next door.
Rumsfeld takes a step forward and his foot goes through the porch. He drops the brownies.
God damn it. Oh, there go the goddamn brownies.
Hans opens the door.
Hi. Welcome to Mayfield Place. We're your neighbors.
Bonnie tries to hold it together, but she is shocked by Hans's appearance.
Weird looking. Sir?
Carol nudges her.
Is your mother?
Bonnie and Carol roll their hands and into the house. Rumsfeld holds up the broken brownies.
Here you go, Sonny. A little something for your old sweet tooth, huh?
He walks in too. Ray just stares at Hans awkwardly and walks in. Hans takes a moment to smell the brownies. The Klopeck house. It's what you would expect of an old creepy house. Dusty antiques, patterned wallpaper, blankets covering everything, a fire burning despite the fact that it's in the middle of the day. There are multiple moving boxes and crates stacked everywhere. It looks as though someone is moving out, moving in, or both somehow.
I can't believe you've lived here for a whole month and we haven't come by to say hello.
Well, I'm your neighbor, Ray Peterson. My wife, Carol, and that's Bonnie. And this is...
Rumsfeld's the name. Don't think I caught yours, Sonny.
Hans.
Ah, Hans. Fine Christian name. Hans Christian Andersen. What are you, Catholic?
Rumsfeld packs Hans up against the table and he knocks a picture frame off of it. Rumsfeld reaches down to retrieve it and he looks at it.
Oh, pretty girl. Friend of yours?
No, it came with the frame.
Oh, it came with the frame. Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
This the dining room?
Bonnie opens up the door to reveal a little old man. His hair is ridiculous. He has a smashed bitter beer face and an angry look, like an angry little elf. This is Uncle Reuben.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You startled me.
This is Uncle Reuben.
Well, how do you do?
Uncle Reuben walks right up to Ray and speaks in a low, gravelly voice.
You are the one who lives next door.
Oh, why don't we get some coffee, Bonnie?
I'll do it.
What do you say we all sit down for a little of the old face-to-face, huh? What do you say, Rube?
Peterson backyard. Dave, Ricky, and Art are preparing to sneak the basement. Art is wearing all black except for the bright yellow collar of his bowling shirt.
They're in there all right. They're all just standing around.
Art is up on the fence, setting up a ladder on the other side.
Okay, great. Don't worry, you guys. I can get this. Don't worry about it. I really appreciate your help.
No problem. You know, just be careful though. I mean, it's pretty dangerous with the trip.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for the advice.
Watch out.
Be careful.
I'm watching. Ah!
Art falls off the ladder and into the Klopeck's backyard.
Did you make it?
Art has the wind knocked out of him and struggles to breathe.
I'm all right. I'm okay. Just throw me over the tools.
They launch a shovel over the fence and it hits Art. They giggle. In the Klopeck house, everyone is in the living room sitting in silence. Bonnie and Carol are trying to think of something to say, and Reuben is staring daggers at Ray. Rumsfeld is picking at some loose wallpaper. He accidentally goes too far and peels off a huge piece. He realizes what he's done and tries to stick it back on without anyone seeing. Ray breaks the silence.
It sure was damp today.
Right? I just can't seem to do anything with my hair.
Hans comes in from the kitchen with a bowl of pretzels and a can of sardines on a TV tray. He offers some to Bonnie and Carol.
Sardine?
You know, I'm trying to cut back.
Carol takes the pretzel and offers some to Ray.
Sardine?
Ray looks at Carol and she nods. Reuben doesn't take his eyes off Ray as he grabs a pretzel and then dips his hand in the tin of sweaty sardines. He grabs a big fat one and puts it on the pretzel. Then he puts the thing in his mouth. The crunching sound like a million little pickled bones breaking all at once. Bonnie and Carol are trying desperately not to laugh.
So how are you enjoying Hinkley Hills? We just love it, don't we?
Yes.
Klopeck. What is that, Slavic?
No!
Oh, about a 9 on the tension scale, Rube. How do you like living here so far, huh? Pretty comfortable house, ain't it? Good, solid walls, solid floors.
He stamps on the floor 3 times. Suddenly, 3 bangs are heard coming up from the basement. Everyone is terrified.
Uh-oh. Got somebody tied up in the old cellar, have you, Rube?
Ray starts sneezing uncontrollably. He can't stop. He grabs a ball of crumpled newspaper and blows his nose into it.
It's the packing dust. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, Hans, just you and Unc living here in the house. Is that it, Sonny?
Please. Huh? This is a small family. Me, the young boy, and my brother, the doctor.
Well, wouldn't it be nice to have a doctor in the neighborhood, right, honey?
Drink.
Yep, drink.
You know, I think it's great that you've all been able to stay with the original wood. I was never over here when the Naps lived here.
How unfortunate for the Naps.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, but I don't ever remember seeing a moving van out front, Reuben.
I don't understand that. It was parked outside all day.
Really?
Say, how is the drainage on your property here? I know when it rains at our house, boy, the basement floods right over.
Basement. Ray comes up with a winning idea. Maybe we should go down and take a little look-see in the basement. Yeah, maybe that was brother down there tapping on the ceiling a couple minutes ago.
Knows.
Well, just what kind of doctor is this brother of yours, Rube?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Reuben points to the hallway. Ominous footsteps are heard coming up from the basement and down the hall. A large shadow approaches and gets smaller as it gets closer. A friendly-looking little man in a black apron steps into the room and smiles. This is Dr. Klopeck.
We have guests.
Sort of.
My brother, the doctor.
Werner Klopeck. How nice to meet you.
He extends his hand. Ray takes it and they shake.
Ray Peterson.
Ray looks down to notice that the doctor is wearing a rubber glove that is covered in some kind of red liquid.
Oh, pardon my glove.
Ray looks at his hand that is now covered in whatever was on it. Outside, Art is trying to get under the house. He finds a comb and puts it in his pocket. He hears a deep growling. In the dining room of the Klopeck house, everyone sits around the table. Rumsfeld is standing up looking at a painting. The painting is of a surgeon doing open heart surgery. It is not remotely abstract, but Rumsfeld must think it is because he turns the painting upside down and puts it back on the shelf. Dr. Klopeck enters the room with a teapot. There are candles all over the room burning bright.
I thought the candles would be romantic for the ladies.
They actually look terrifying.
They're lovely.
Ray is wiping the red liquid off his hand.
I really must apologize for the paint. I was just touching up one of my pictures. I find painting so... Oh, fuck. I find painting relaxes me.
He takes a little glass container out of his jacket and unscrews the top. It contains a white powder. Everyone looks at their teacups as if they might have been poisoned. Dr. Klopeck notices them staring.
Sugar substitute?
Thank you.
It was very impolite of us not to have introduced ourselves sooner. I find my work rather solitary. It always keeps us on the move. Do you know we've had to move 4 times in as many years?
All that moving must be very hard on you, Hans.
She no! Shoulders.
Indeed. And tomorrow we must all go to the university to discuss yet another transfer.
Oh, no. And we were just getting to know you. Well, that's a shame. Isn't that a shame, honey?
That's a shame, yeah.
Says who?
Dr. Klopeck notices the upside-down painting and turns it back over.
And I was just remarking to Hans today how nice it would be to meet all of our new neighbors. And here you are.
That's a drink.
Neighbor.
That's a drink.
Actually, Doc, we're not all here.
Oh?
No. You see, Walter, the old man next door, we don't know where the hell he is.
Ray nervously spills hot tea all over his legs.
Oh, Jesus Christ, sorry, ow, sorry.
Terrible, terrible thing, the plight of the elderly. You know, we were just remarking the other day about how the old guy like that, any old guy like that, could just drop right off the face of the earth without a sign. Voila. Vanish. No one ever see him again. No trace. Nothing. Right, Ray? Wasn't that yesterday?
Yeah.
Bet you were.
Reuben stamps on the floor.
Oh, look, hey, why don't we just cut all this polite bullshit out? What's the weird with the weird goddamn noise you got coming out of here all the time?
I think we should go.
What have you got in the cellar, Herr Klopper? Come on, Ray, tell him what you saw. Tell him.
I have to use the bathroom.
Ray runs down the hall looking for the bathroom.
Ray, remember the night before last, you said they were digging, Ray.
Ray finds a door and goes to open it.
Don't open it.
Ray!
As Ray opens the door, a giant Great Dane emerges from the basement. It runs through the house, knocking over tables and chairs.
You keep a horse in the basement?
The dog jumps through the back screen door and sees Art. It starts snarling and barking. It takes off after him. Art runs over the fence and climbs up. He hits a tripwire and an alarm sounds. Multiple floodlights turn on.
Bonnie, goddammit.
Wait, what?
Is it a burglar?
Oh my god, I didn't even see that line. I'm sorry. Wow. Is it a burglar?
Is it a burglar?
No, it's Art.
Not the neighbor?
That one.
It's a drink.
Art is, yep, neighbor. Art is balancing on top of the fence as the dog barks below.
I'm sorry if Landru...
You mangy mutt! Sorry. Ah!
Art falls over the fence and the alarm goes off.
Again, I'm sorry if Landru frightened you. His size tends to overwhelm people.
Oh, no. We've imposed on you enough for one evening. It's been lovely meeting you.
I'll see you later, Doc. Oh, later, Rube.
Bye, hon.
Yes, doctor, it's been real.
Ray shakes the doctor's hand. His demeanor has changed. He's not as nervous.
Are you all right?
Yes, yeah, I'm fine. Let's do this again sometime real soon. We'll see ourselves at the door.
Good night.
Peterson living room. Everyone is sitting around processing.
Okay. I admit it. They're slightly eccentric.
Slightly eccentric, Carol?
mean they chopped up Walter into little tiny pieces.
Come on. These people are clearly psychotic.
Ray, what do you think?
Right. Well, been awfully quiet, Ray. Maybe we could have a little participation here.
I think they're clean. I think Bonnie and Carol are right.
See?
You know, that's great, Ray. Just open the door, pull the ripcord, and bail out on us. Oh, that's rich, considering you're the one that started this whole thing to begin with.
Whoa. Who started it, Tuna Neck? I thought you instigated this whole thing.
Tuna Neck? No, you know who instigated this? Your little boy digging, punching people, digging in the backyard.
You leave my little...
Honey, would you and Bonnie excuse us? I think I should have a talk with the boys in the den, just for a few minutes.
Okay. It's good to see you've come to your senses, sweetie.
Just a minute or two.
The ladies leave and Ray brings the guys into the den.
So what's the deal, Ray? You siding with the chicks against us? Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, what are you, totally pussy-whipped? Or what? Just, why don't you take your balls out of your wife's purse? Make a stand for once in your life, Ray.
Ray smirks and reaches into his shorts.
Here comes Ray. Ray, here he comes. It was just a figure of speech, dummy.
It's a joke. It's just a joke. He's kidding around.
Ray pulls out Walter's toupee.
Oh, it's Walter's rug. You got an old guy's wig. Big deal.
You've had that in your trousers all day?
After you found this in Walter's house yesterday, I slipped it back in through the mail slot.
Kinky.
Well, where did you get this one? Get it this time?
Ray nods towards the Klopeck's house.
Klopeck's? Wow.
After the dog came up out of the basement, I found it wedged between a bunch of magazines, all of which, I might add, were addressed to Walter.
Well, then that means that
the Klopecks went back inside Walter's house and got the hair. What do we do now, soldier?
Well, you heard them say they were going away tomorrow.
Huh?
Yeah.
As soon as that car leaves in the morning, I'm going over that fence and I'm not coming back until I find a dead body. Nobody knocks off an old man in my neighborhood and gets away with it.
Craig?
Yep, neighborhood. Mayfield Place. Morning. The Klopeck's car emerges from their garage. They are all packed in, even the dog. Both Rumsfeld and Ricky watch as the car wheezes its way out of the cul-de-sac and down the street.
Gentlemen, we are on alert.
Across
the street, Ray is walking Carol and Dave to the car.
Honey, you know what you could do? You could go down and get those flagstones down at the garden center and just put them along the walk.
Yeah. No, that'd be a nice project. I got a foursome lined up with Art today at Rob Roy in about an hour and a half, though.
No, I didn't mean right now. Wait, you hate golf.
Well, it's my vacation, honey. I just want to get out of the house. I figured after a week I put you through, you'd want it to.
And why do I get the impression that you're trying to get rid of me?
Well, I'm going to be gone all day, hon. I figured it'd be a good time for you to go see Evelyn. And you spent time with the cousins.
Eat them, Dad. Rudy's a moron and Diane smells.
Yeah. Have a nice weekend.
He kisses Carol on the cheek.
I'll see you later.
As Carol is pulling out of the driveway, Art walks up wearing an old-timey golf outfit, complete with knickers, plaid knee socks, and a flat cap. He is holding a golf club.
Hey, Carol, did I show you my new golf glove? I got to so don't get blisters playing golf. We're going to be playing that much golf, really.
He practices a chip shot.
Or think she bought it?
The door opens at Rumsfeld's house, and he emerges in full camouflage from head to toe, a utility belt and harness with all kinds of tactical gadgets, black fingerless gloves, and a black beret. He even has a gun. He puts on his sunglasses the same way he did when we first met him. Ricky is over on his porch talking on the phone.
Yo, Steve, man, what's the haps, dude? You gotta come down here today. It's gonna be live. No, dude, you got to. Well, something's about to happen. I just can't tell you.
Peterson backyard. Ray, Art, and Rumsfeld all stare up at a telephone pole with a giant transformer fixed to it. Art has changed out of his golf attire, and now he is convincingly dressed like a lineman. He even wears a hard hat.
Do you know what you're doing, Art? There's an awful lot of juice running through those wires. You hit the wrong one, and you're a post-toasting.
Ray, electricity is our friend. Besides, we got to take out their alarms, don't we?
Well, I was thinking maybe we could just bypass the fence altogether and find another way in.
No one knows how many trip alarms they got in there. No. I can take out everything they got with one clip of the snips. Right, Captain?
Rumsfeld is messing around with his walkie-talkie.
Affirmative.
Suddenly, a ridiculous sound comes out of the walkie-talkie and startles Ray.
Siren mode. Pretty neat, huh?
It stops.
You know, I can raise all the police channels and the power company channels on this baby.
And be careful up there, Art.
It's okay, Ray. I've got it. We just got to get going here because we're burning daylight here.
Art begins climbing the pole.
Hey, where should we get digging once we get over there?
Start in the backyard and check the basement.
Be careful up there, Art. Go slow, huh?
Hey, safety is my middle name.
I thought his middle name was Lewis. Are you sure you are all right up there?
Shit. Sure, microphones?
I don't know that he knows what he's doing.
Why didn't you go up there?
It's very high.
Art finds the wire he wants and cuts it. Sparks suddenly start shooting out in all directions, and Art falls off the pole and through the roof of the garden shed.
Art, Jesus! Oh, Jesus Christ! Get an ambulance!
Ray and Rumsfeld rush over to see if Art is okay. They open the shed door, and Art is laying there, covered in garden hoses and bags of soil. He is smoking, but he's alive.
I'm okay. I'm all right.
Ray takes off his hard hat and burns himself.
Ow! Oh, God.
I took a jolt, but I'm okay.
Can you stand up all right? Can you use your legs?
Oh, yeah.
Here, try one of these.
Rumsfeld holds a vial of smelling salts to his nose. He breathes it in.
Oh, yeah. That's better.
He starts to fall backwards, and Ray catches him.
Oh, no, Jesus!
Art holds up his hands.
Look at my fingers. My fingernails are black.
He sticks his fingers in his mouth.
My fillings are hot.
Rumsfeld tests the tripwire on the fence.
Hey, look at this. The man actually hit the right wire. There's no alarm.
Hey, good work.
Yeah, congratulations. Give me 5. I'm going to set up a communication space.
You got it.
Rumsfeld hands him a walkie-talkie.
You're going to need this.
Over at Ricky's porch, he is looking around the neighborhood through a pair of binoculars. He sees Rumsfeld climbing out of his window onto the roof.
Hey, Rumsfeld, dude, what are you doing with the gun?
Shut up and paint your goddamn house.
Whoa, fine.
Rumsfeld turns on his walkie and extends the antenna.
Task Force 1, this is Eagle Eye. You are all clear.
Roger, Eagle Eye, we're going over.
Roger. Red Rover, let Ray go over.
From Rumsfeld's POV on the roof, we see Ray jump over the fence.
This is Rumsfeld saying this line. I'll drink.
Good now. What? That's great. Like, oh, good now. Red Rover, let Art go over.
Art goes over.
Oh, that's great. Over.
Klopeck's backyard. There are multiple holes dug. Ray is working on a fresh one. Art is laying down in one of the existing holes.
Man, it is getting hot out here.
Yeah, it is getting hot, Art. I'll tell you what, why don't you dig one of the holes for one of your own holes, huh?
Well, I was just checking this one. And besides the radio, I was monitoring. This is turning out to be a lot more work than we thought it's going to be. Why don't we check the house? And it's probably a lot cooler in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's try the house. We'll start in the basement. And just work our way up.
Ray, I'm thinking that the reason we didn't find anything in the backyard is because they weren't burying anybody in the backyard. They were digging bodies up, and they probably buried them in the basement of the house here.
That's a possibility, Art.
I say we start in the kitchen. They probably got some cold beer in there, or some knockwurst or something. I'm starving.
I'll try the back door. It's locked. Hey, give me a credit card, Billy Ray.
Yeah.
Art opens up his wallet and all of his credit cards have melted together. Ray rolls his eyes and takes out his wallet. He picks one of his cards and tries to slide it in between the door jamb and the lock bolt. He accidentally snaps the card in half.
That's a shit store anyway.
Frustrated, Ray grabs a flower pot and breaks the window on the door. He reaches through and unlocks the door.
Ray, do the words breaking and entering mean anything to you?
Back on Rumsfeld's roof, he is setting up a tripod that holds some high-powered binoculars.
Hey, Mr. Rumsfeld. Hey, yo, man. I wanted to introduce you to my friend.
Next to Ricky is another radical teenage guy. This is Steve.
This is Steve Kuntz.
Hey, dude.
He's here to watch the show this afternoon.
Hey!
A bunch of young people pull up to Ricky's house. He is having a party. Steve yells up to Rumsfeld.
Hey, man, when's the big unveiling, huh? Look, I gotta go to work in a couple hours,
Hey, man, piss off.
Rumsfeld is sitting next to his binoculars and eating animal crackers.
Ricky, get this lame-o out of your yard.
Get this lame-o off of my yard. Hey!
What's his problem?
Hey, get out of my yard.
Klopeck basement. Ray and Art are looking around.
Ray, look at the size of this furnace. This thing's got to be 80 years old.
The furnace is huge and definitely not set up for simple home use.
Jeez, these old places got to be hell to heat, huh?
Well, this house isn't that big. And what the hell does he need a furnace like this for? I think there's been some modifications on this because this conduit is brand new. Look, it runs up all the way over the back there and through the hole into the ceiling. And I saw some of that leaving their living room.
A home thermostat is not a thermostat in a home furnace is supposed to go to 5,000 degrees, do you think?
Must be what all the noise was. Look at all the stuff they put down together out here.
They got this whole place wired with batteries.
There's got to be 40 of them.
Look, we got power here.
Art touches a button and the furnace starts up with that familiar sound. Suddenly a burst of flame shoots out of the open furnace door. They quickly shut it and turn it off.
This is no ordinary furnace.
Back up on the roof, Rumsfeld hears the sound of the furnace and gets distracted. His gun begins to slide down off the roof a bit. He goes to grab it.
Yeah. Yo, Rumsfeld!
This startles the hell out of him, and he goes tumbling off the roof, gun in hand. When he hits the ground, the impact makes the gun go off, and he shoots out one of the car windows. All the kids in Ricky's yard cheer.
Yeah! Right on.
Yeah.
Mr. Rumsfeld, are you, what? Oh, fuck. It was Ricky. That's Ricky.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's Ricky. Sorry, not Art. That's
Mr.
Ricky.
Rumsfeld, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I'm sorry, that was very cool, man.
Back in the basement, Ray notices some loose dirt under a table.
Art, look, I found it.
That's loose dirt. That's loose dirt.
They must have burned up the body in the furnace and then buried it in the bones right here.
What do we do now?
Ray gives him a look, then grabs a shovel and starts digging.
I'll call it in, Ed. I'll call him and tell him they built a crematorium down here.
No, don't tell him that. He'll just want to come down. Just wait till we find something.
Ray, that could take all night.
Mayfield Place, night. The neighborhood is dark. All the lights are out in all of the homes. Ricky and all of his friends are hanging out on his front lawn, holding lit candles and flashlights.
Mr. Rumsfeld, you guys managed to knock out the power in the entire block.
Ricky, shut up.
Hey Rick, listen, man, we're gonna make a run to McD's. You want a quarter pounder or something?
Oh, no way, guys. You can't go to Alex's best part. Call the pizza dude.
All right.
They high five. A pair of headlights appear at the end of the street. A car slowly approaches, but no one notices. It's the Klopecks. The car comes to a halt as the Klopecks notice a light on in the basement of their home. They turn off their headlights as they slowly back out of the cul-de-sac. Klopeck basement. Ray is using a pickaxe to dig through a puddle at the bottom of an already massive hole. Art is not doing jack shit.
You know, Ray, I think we can give up because they'd never bury him this deep. I mean, who would dig down? I mean, besides us, would dig into this deep into this kind of sludge?
Ray swings the pickaxe and a loud clank, metallic clank is heard.
Hey,
that was metal. That was metal. You hit it. You hit a crypt. They bury him in a crypt. I'll go get the blowtorch. I'll get my blowtorch. I'm gonna call it in. Hey, Eagle Eye. This is Ground Force 1. We found Walter. I'll be out in a minute. Dig there. Oh yes, we found him.
Up on the roof, Rumsfeld is grinning ear to ear.
We caught you, Rube. You were playing us for saps, but you were wrong.
Another pair of headlights appear at the entrance to the cul-de-sac. This time everyone notices. They all watch as a station wagon slowly enters the cul-de-sac and pulls into Walter's driveway. Two people get out of the front seats and go around the trunk to unload a walker. Art steps out of the Klopeck's front door.
Mr. Weingarten, Art, look over there. Look, right now.
Art looks over to see the couple helping an elderly man out of the back seat. It's Walter! He's alive! Art can barely believe his eyes.
Raymond, listen up really carefully, mister. We got a real problem.
Ray is not paying attention to the walkie. He keeps shoveling chunks of mud out of the hole. The mud begins to cover the walkie speaker.
Hey, Ray, guess who's not in the basement? Walter! He's back. He is B-A-C-K back.
Rumsfeld notices more headlights coming into the neighborhood. It's two cars this time.
Klopecks with coppers.
Art sees them too.
Ricky, keep him busy. I'll go get Ray. Keep him busy.
Ricky runs over and stands in front of the Klopeck's car.
All right. Stop right there. Don't go any further.
The car just turns to avoid Ricky.
You're going. Stop.
He launches himself onto the hood of the police car.
Hey, Mr. Officer, wait, there's these people, and they're in my parents' house, and they're, like, eating all our food.
Klopeck basement. The pickaxe goes down hard and sticks in the mud. When Ray pulls it out, the water starts bubbling and Ray starts coughing.
Ray, Walter showed up in the Klopecks, and I got Ricky down there. He's helping out.
I hit the gas line. Art, run! Get out of here!
Ray desperately tries to crawl out of the hole. Outside, the cop is out of the car and surrounded by the Klopecks, Rumsfeld and Ricky.
What's the problem here?
Dr. Klopeck?
Oh, fuck my asshole.
That is not a line in the script, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
not. I'm going to find that line and I'm going to read the hell out of it.
Guyet!
Yeah.
Bottom of
Okay.
75.
75.
Or
Okay.
76, depending. Yeah. Yes.
I'm all out of whack with my next line now. I'm all out of character.
There
Let's
we
take
are.
it. Let's
From
take
the
it back.
top.
Yeah,
From the top.
Take it
Yeah,
back.
let's
Yeah,
start this.
line.
Hit record. Let's do it. Okay.
Outside, the cop is out
Back
of the
to
car
one.
and surrounded by the Klopecks, Rumsfeld, and Ricky.
What's the problem here?
Thank God you're here, officer.
No problem at all, sir.
This is not a police matter.
Art comes racing out of the Klopeck's house screaming.
We hit a pipe. There's all kinds of gas. It's going to blow.
Just as Art says the word blow, the Klopeck house explodes in a tremendous ball of fire. The house is destroyed. All the kids on Ricky's porch cheer.
You're not going to throw a party.
Another explosion happens as the lightning rod on top of the house goes sailing into the air. Everyone is gathered around the police car watching the house burn. Suddenly, the lightning rod falls out of the sky and pierces the hood of the police car. Dr. Klopeck and Uncle Reuben sadly watch their home burn. Everyone realizes that Ray was still inside.
Ray.
Bonnie notices something.
Being in there.
There is a figure standing in the doorway of the smoldering house. It's Ray! His clothes are smoking and his eye is swollen shut, but he is still alive. He gives a little wave to everyone outside. As he stumbles down the front steps, the house collapses. Art runs up to him.
Ray, you found it, right? Hell, before Blue, you found it, right? Hey, tell me you found it. You found it, right? Before everything went off, you had to have found it.
Rumsfeld taps Reuben on the shoulder.
You've got a lawsuit on your hands, mister.
Carol drives into the neighborhood to find complete chaos. Fire trucks, ambulances, crowds of onlookers, and cops everywhere.
Oh, God. What's this?
She gets out of her car and moves through the crowd toward a police barricade. She approaches an officer who happens to be played by the screenwriter Dana Olsen.
Excuse me, miss. You want to step back, please?
I live here. That's my house.
Well, I'm sorry. I got to get the all clear from the gas company.
Excuse me. Sorry, dude. That's funny. I'll drink. Excuse me, I can clear this. This is Miss Peterson. She lives here.
Did I ask you?
Carol moves past the officer.
Miss, you want to come back here a minute, please? I'm the screenwriter.
Carol sees Ray walking with an old detective who is played by Ron Howard's dad. She runs over to them.
Oh, honey, what have they done to you?
Cut your hair. I like it.
The paramedics are giving Walter some oxygen. Art is talking to another detective played by the guy who played Maya Rudolph's dad in Bridesmaids.
I'm telling you, officer, there's a body buried in that house.
The old man, Mr. Sesnick, right?
Yeah, the old guy who's sitting here is buried in that house, Sherlock.
Watch it.
Hey, where was he anyway?
Sesnick was at the hospital till 8 this evening. Seems that Monday night he had some heart palpitations, so he called his daughter and his son-in-law, and they took him to the hospital.
Wait, well, what about the wig? What about the wig? They found a wig in their house. His wig.
The Klopeck's picking up his mail for him. Seems that somehow the doctor got that wig mixed up with the newspapers and the letters.
Doctor? You don't believe this guy's a real doctor, do you?
Yes, I do believe he's a doctor. In fact, he's a very well-respected pathologist, my friend. And I think you are damn lucky that you didn't kill him in that blast.
Oh, yeah. I thank my lucky stars.
Take care of this nitwit.
Hey, sorry about your car, man.
Ray and Carol are sitting down on an ambulance gurney. Ron Howard's dad is lecturing him.
Destruction of private property, destruction of public property, 3 counts of criminal trespassing, harassment, assault, vandalism. And that poor old man claims he's got a ransom note that you kidnapped his dog. Do you hear me okay, Mr. Peterson?
Ray stares for a moment and then turns to Carol.
I really do like your hair, honey.
This really doesn't change a thing. I mean, well, they think it does, but it doesn't. They may think they're off the hook, but they're not. No, they're not. Are they, Ray? No, go ahead and tell them. Well, we got the goods on them. Oh, yeah. Someday they're going to dig up the back of that yard. And they're going to find the rest of that skeleton, go with that femur. Or it might not be Walter, but it's going to be some poor, tortured.
Shut up! Shut up, Art! Shut up! God! Don't you know when to quit, do you? You don't know when to quit, do you? Look at me! I'm a shell of a man because of you, Art.
Ray lunges at Art and tries to choke him. Runsfield holds him back.
Soldiers!
You leave them alone! Get off their case, Art. They didn't do anything to us. They didn't do anything to us.
Ray lunges again.
All right, so they're different. So they keep to themselves. Can you blame them? They live next door to people who break into their house and burn it down while they're gone for a day. Remember what you were saying about people in the burbs, Art? People like Skip, people who mow their lawn for the 800th time and then snap. Well, that's us. It's not them. That's us. We're the ones who are vaulting over the fences and peeking through the people's windows. We're the ones who are throwing garbage in the street and lighting fires. We're the ones acting suspicious and paranoid, Art. We're the lunatics. Us, not them. It's us.
Well, I don't really know what to say. What? Do you want me to move?
Ray pauses for a moment and then charges Art with everything he's got.
I'm gonna kill you.
You're crazy!
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Art bites down on Ray's broken finger.
Ow, 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 ow.
Break it up.
Break it up.
They do.
Stop it. We just stop it.
I don't care. I've been blown up. Take me to the hospital. Take me to the hospital. I'm sick. My eye hurts.
Ray lays down on the ambulance gurney and then suddenly pops up, picks up the gurney, carries it over to a nearby open ambulance, shoves it in the back, and lays down.
Honey, I'll just find out what hospital they're taking you, and then I'll follow right along, okay?
Okay, honey.
You okay?
No, I'm fine, Carol. Thanks.
Okay.
Carol shuts the doors to the ambulance. Across the street, all of Ricky's radical friends are sitting on top of the Klopeck's car. Ruben approaches.
Okay, hip cats, get off my car.
Yeah, dude.
Get off my car.
Dude, you should hang with us for a little bit. Chill out with us.
You get going.
We've got the pizza dude coming right up.
You imbecile. You sub-moron, you.
Ambulance. Ray lays on the gurney. The back door to the ambulance opens and shuts.
Who's that?
Dr. Klopeck kneels down next to Ray.
Oh, Dr. Klopeck, I'm so sorry. You know, Dr. Klopeck, when I get out of prison, I'm going to help you rebuild your house. I'll even do some of the work myself. I have the tools. You know, Carol's father just gave me a brand new set of tools.
Do I look like an idiot, Mr. Peterson?
No.
Do you take me for an imbecile?
No.
You may have fooled the others, Mr. Peterson, but you don't fool me.
I've fooled the others?
But you don't fool me.
I don't.
No, you don't.
Am I missing something here, Doctor?
Come now, Mr. Peterson. You were in my basement. Surely you looked in the furnace.
I saw your furnace, Doctor, but I figured, you know, a man's furnace is his own business.
Dr. Klopeck is putting on rubber gloves.
You saw one of my skulls, didn't you? Oh, yes, I know you did. It belonged to a neighbor of yours.
That's a drink.
The name was Knapp. We took the house from them. I offered to buy it, but you know how old people are. They grow so attached to things.
Dr. Klopeck pulls out a strange syringe with bright green liquid in it. It's one of those big, scary ones with two little metal loops for your fingers.
You know, Dr. Klopeck, I think I forgot my wallet.
Dr. Klopeck forces Ray down.
I let you keep the femur. Now I want my skull. Or perhaps I might just take yours. Hans?
The curtain to the front seat gets peeled back to reveal Hans in the driver's seat.
Hey!
Hans puts the pedal to the floor. Dr. Klopeck covers Ray's mouth as he screams. He struggles to stick Ray with the syringe.
Easy now, easy.
The ambulance peels out and then breaks through a police barrier. The crowd jumps to safety. Ray and the doctor struggle to get control of the syringe as the ambulance swerves from side to side. Ray reaches up and grabs Hans, who starts to lose control. As the ambulance is driving out of the cul-de-sac, a pizza van comes around the corner and almost hits the ambulance head on. The pizza van swerves out of the way and hits a tree, causing the doors to open and stacks of pizzas to fall out onto the street.
Go, pizza dude!
The ambulance spins out of control and smashes through the front of Art's house. All of Ricky's radical friends cheer. Suddenly, the back door of the ambulance swings open and the gurney rolls out onto the street carrying Ray and Dr. Klopeck. They are locked in an epic struggle as the gurney rolls down the middle of the street. Everyone looks on. The gurney comes to a stop when it hits the Klopeck's car. Both men are thrown off and the impact pops the trunk wide open. Ray quickly jumps up.
Citizens arrest! Citizens arrest!
He grabs Dr. Klopeck, forces him to his feet, and shoves him up against the car.
I, Ray Peterson, am placing you under citizen's arrest for my attempted murder.
One of the detectives steps in.
The man doesn't know what he's talking about.
Citizens arrest! Citizens arrest!
Oh, Ray.
Don't start with me, Carol. The man confessed. They murdered the Knapps.
He's demented.
Hey, Sherlock, get the Klopecks to tell you where they buried the stiffs, okay?
Ricky walks up to the open trunk of the Klopeck's car. There is a heavy blanket covering something.
Don't have a stiff. You don't have any evidence at all.
Ricky lifts up the blanket.
You do now.
Bonnie screams as Ricky pulls the blanket away to reveal the skeletal remains of almost 10 people. Skulls, rib cages, pelvic bones, femurs, etc. The trunk is absolutely full.
This your vehicle? This your vehicle, Dr. Klopeck?
Dr. Klopeck gives a pathetic little smile. Down the street, Hans is sprawled out of the back of the ambulance. He is disoriented and trying to figure out where to run. We see his full outfit. He is wearing lederhosen, knee socks, and an alpine hat with a cut little feather sticking out of the side.
Hey, Pinocchio, where are you going?
Rumsfeld takes off after Hans. He doesn't get far before Rumsfeld uses his whole body to trip Hans.
Ah, gotcha!
He picks Hans up and puts his hand around Hans's neck.
Come on. Don't you make a move, sonny boy. I was 18 months in the bush and I could snap your neck in a heartbeat.
Art is standing in front of news cameras and reporters now.
I think the messages to psychos, fanatics, murderers, and nutcases all over the world is do not mess with suburbanites. Because frankly, we're just not going to take it anymore. You know, we're not going to be content to look after our lawns, wax our cars, paint our houses. We're out to get them, Don. We are out to get them.
Everyone is still milling around the street. Ray and Carol stand in the middle of it all.
Hello.
Hi. So, what are you going to do now?
I'm going to pack a bag and go up to the lake.
Rumsfeld walks by and gives Ray a pat on the back.
We got him, neighbor.
That's a drink.
Yep.
Get away from him.
They embrace as Art runs over to them.
Hey, you guys want to go down to Bowler Allen for a beer or something? Man, that was an incredible chokehold you put on me, man. Carol, the guy's a brute. How's that figure? Is that okay? Where are you guys going? Where are you going?
Going on vacation.
Vacation? What are you, crazy? This is a major media event here. Geraldo Rivera's coming. He's going to excavate the basement of the Klopecks. It's going to be broadcast on satellite all over the world, live.
Art.
Your wife's home.
And your house is on fire.
Art's house is indeed on fire, and there is a woman in a pink dress carrying multiple pink suitcases. This is Suzette.
Art, where are you?
My wife is home.
Ray and Carol walk towards their home.
Look beautiful, honey.
Gorgeous.
1 second. And here we go. Mr. Peterson, where you going? It's just getting good.
I'm going away for a while, Ricky. I want you to keep an eye on the neighborhood for me.
That's the last drink of the night.
Yep.
You betcha, Mr. Peterson. No problem.
Ray gives him a little wink. Carol helps Ray up to the steps to their house. Ricky watches them go. Then he walks into the street, turns to the camera, and says,
God, I love this street.
He turns and walks back into the chaos, fade to black, and that is the end of the Burbs.
Yay!
Hey, Joe
Yay.
Dante. Joe Dante.
Yeah, you know, that was pretty delightful. So would you all say that this is the definitive version of the Burbs from now on?
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go back and read the original script you sent.
Yeah, there's some
me
differences.
too.
There's some differences.
Well, that's what I wanted to know. Billy, what was the original ending?
Well, the original ending doesn't involve the ambulance or like the Klopecks. Like, it's a very dour sort of ending.
Were they wrong the whole time? In the original?
No. They were not wrong, but the Klopecks get away with it.
Wow. Confession, quick confession. I thought at the end it was aliens. Seriously, I was like, wait, where are the aliens? I thought there was like a spaceship that came out of the couch. I'm like, where did that? Oh, they changed it for the.
And then they used it for the movie Neighborhood Watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jonah.
My question for the group. It's something I've always wondered. Did Ray see the skulls?
Oh, that's a good question. What do you guys? I would be curious what you guys think too.
I've always wondered this.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I don't think we
freaked
didn't
out.
see him seeing the skulls.
Never
so
seen
I feel like
he never claims to see the skulls, but seems like he might have seen the skulls.
I don't know.
It
because
seemed
it's
like he knew enough. Like he saw enough.
But it's like they turned on the flame and then they closed the gate and then that would get like really hot. So like,
yeah,
I don't know if it would cool off quick enough for him to like lift it up and be like, oh, there's a skull.
I feel like we should do like a 45-minute physics discussion on what's possible given the skulls in the furnace.
We need some skulls. We need some fire. We need to put one on the other, and then
let's Mythbusters this shit.
I just don't think it's believable that a spire would go straight up and then into a cop car's hood. I mean, it's just unbelievable, all that.
Yeah, that's my one problem. So actually, here's a question for people
today.
who have seen this there for years and years, as I have when I was a kid. Do we think this is a movie about the dangers of xenophobia?
Yep.
Or the fact that it's all true at the end? Is it kind of like, yeah, let's be accepting. Oh, never mind, they're fucking murderers.
That's what I think. It's so weirdly put together, like because the whole movie, these people are not the Klopecks, like the neighborhood people are terrible. They're awful.
Well, the thing is, it started off as about xenophobia, and then when they cast Tom Hanks, the studio said Tom Hanks can't be wrong.
Oh, they can't
or
get
killed.
serious.
They
Gotcha.
can't be wrong or killed. So that's
wow.
why they changed it around. Like, so he has to be
Gotcha.
right in the end and give everybody a warm, fuzzy feeling. And nobody wants, because Big came out while they were filming this movie.
Right.
So he was like right away, like the biggest star in the world. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that's why we were all wondering what the original ending was, because it does seem the entire thrust of the narrative does seem like it's leading towards a, oh shit, we really fucked up kind of situation. But the fact that they tack on a
trunk full of body parts.
And I also read that the movie, when they were making the movie, there was a writer's strike. Is that correct? So that's why at the top of the script that Aaron lovingly created for us, it says improvised by the actors, right? Because they really were.
When you read it, it's kind of one of these things where when you read some of the original dialogue, it's good, it's fine, but it's just kind of sweetened a little bit. It's like when you read when you read the script of the Ghostbusters, that Ray and Egon basically say their lines word for word, but Bill Murray just does something a little bit different with every single one of his lines, and that's what you remember. So it's not total improvisation, but they just, I mean, especially Rick Dukeman, like all of his stuff is like, there's the framework, but then what we know and love, it just came off the top of his head.
He was a stand-up comic, like an 80s, like it's like when you think of a cliche stand-up comic from the 80s, like, you know, the t-shirt with the blazer and the sleeves pushed up and cocaine sweat. Like it's like he's that guy talking about airline food and stuff like that.
That hasn't really changed.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Rick Dukeman.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Rest in peace. Yeah. So I want to give a reminder to everybody again out there that if you'd like to make a donation to the Scripts Gone Wild 501c3 fund, you can do that by going to going to our website, scriptsgonewild.com, click on the donation tab, or you can do it there in the link in the chat or the link in the YouTube video. We would appreciate the support as we get our 501c3 status. And if you want to donate in a couple weeks when you stumble on this read, that's cool too. A couple plugs for a couple reads we have coming up tomorrow night. That's right, we're doing 2 reads back to back. We're partnering with Skyline Indie Film Festival to do a reading of The Princess Bride, which is tomorrow night at 7:30. And that is actually, it is not, we're not streaming it on YouTube like we normally do. It is a paid ticketed event through Skyline Indie. And it's a pay what you can afford ticket, so you can support them and support us. We will drop it on YouTube sometime in November, but why wait? Just pay $1 or $5 and watch it tomorrow night. On the 16th, we've got The Shining. We're really excited about that one. We've got Kevin Weissman. We've got Ify Nwadiwe. Really fun cast for that one. And then on September 23rd, we have Planet of the Apes. We've got Dana Gould. We've got Patrick Fabian from Better Call Saul. Jonah is back for that one. We've got Lorraine Newman from Saturday Night Live, one of the original Saturday Night Live cast members. So that one's going to be a pretty awesome read on the 23rd. And then we'll be announcing this week our next all person of color read, which we'll be doing in October. And so one final time, I want to give a shout out to all of our amazing readers. At home, please cheer and throw beer at your computer screens, as I call them, out. And let's see if I can pronounce their name correctly. Jonah Ray.
Say my last name. Say my last name.
Jonah Rodriguez.
You messed up.
What did I?
It's the Portuguese version, which is Rodrigues.
Oh shit!
Take a drink.
God damn it! Let's start this over.
Yeah.
Jonah Rodriguez.
There you go.
Clarke Wolfe.
Yep, that's it.
Quinton Flynn.
Thank you.
Ryan Lambert.
Christopher Lambert, actually.
Christopher.
That's my real name.
Only one. Randolph Thompson.
Mhm.
Ozzy Lee. Aaron with an ERIN, LaPlante.
Yes.
Chad Addison. Deanna Rooney. God, I'm gonna fuck it up. I know it. Ava Ceja.
Hey!
Yes!
Bonnie,
Done.
Bonnie, Bonnie.
It doesn't count though because you were trying to do it wrong.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
So you fucked it up twice as bad.
Trick again.
Sean Simmons. Paul Guyet.
Yay!
Yeah.
Didn't fuck that up either, so you
His
have to
accent,
drink.
sir.
And our co-host for the evening, Mr. Chris Devlin.
Woohoo!
Actually, Chris Bear.
Oh, another Christopher Lambert. Let's do that. Thank you guys so much. Thanks
And
for
Billy
being
Rat.
with us.
Thank
Follow
you.
us on the socials at Scripts Gone Wild, scriptsgonewild.com. And thank you to our readers one final time. And wave goodbye to everybody.
Yay!
Thank you.
See ya.